Many sellers will believe an impression is when your ad is seen by a potential customer. The reality is that's not actually what it is. An impression is how many times your ad was delivered to the search results or to the placement where it's relevant. Meaning if your ad showed at the bottom of the page, but the customer never scrolled to the bottom, so they never physically saw it, it still counts as an impression, but the customer never saw it. Instead, you want to look at something called viewable impressions, which is kind of what it says on the tin. It's when one of those impressions is viewed. The caveat to that is that a view counts as at least 50% of the pixels seen for at least 1 second or 2 seconds on video. So it doesn't mean that they've seen it for long, but it did show somewhere on the page. A great way to think of this is if you go onto a product page, you scroll down on desktop, and sometimes you can scroll over to see the carousel of sponsored ads. If you're right at the end, but you can only see half of your image, that will still count as a viewable impression as long as it's over 50% of the pixels. So when you're looking at your click-through rate, don't worry about impressions, look at viewable impressions. The reason why this can be so important is if you want to be seen top of search and you have a placement adjustment to be seen top of search, but you're not actually getting top of search, the ad reports might show that you have a ton of impressions, but if you look at viewable impressions, it might be very low, in which case you might need to adjust those bids so that you get that top of search placement.